Hey everyone, I am Mingus. You may have also seen me in the Discord. I'm a technical community manager here at Effect House. Yeah, I hopefully have answered one or two of your questions before. And I'm here to give you all a little demo of our newest version of Effect House, which is 1.6.0 and beyond. Chinyu, did you want to say hi? That's our other technical community manager, Chinyu. Yeah, as Miles said, if you have any questions, throw them in the chat, throw them in the Q&A. I will get this started. So I'm going to share my screen and hopefully you all can see it. Can you all see my screen? Can we all see Effect House? Cool, I see a thumbs up from Miles. So this is Effect House 1.6.1 that I'm using. And in 1.6.0, we introduced some new features that I will show you. The first thing I want to call out, if anyone's been using Effect House for a little while, you may notice that we have some new icons over here. So we've updated our hierarchy UI a little bit. I will add some things so you can see what I'm talking about. Before, these all looked the same. So if you rename things, it would have been very hard to know what kind of an object they were unless you added, in brackets, hand tracker. Now we've made that a little easier, hopefully for everyone, by adding a little icon showing what each object is. We've also updated our UI over on this side. So here in our inspector panel, before you might remember, these were little plus icons. Now we have this target for pinning things to the graph. So it works the same, but they're now these circles as opposed to the pluses before. Another thing we've added is you can now search for nodes. So if you have a lot of nodes, if you're doing a lot of visual scripting, you can search for one. So I'll search update and then it will highlight it and take it into the middle of your graph. So position, start, boom. And you can also filter if you want to search for node names, comments, or both. Again, to add a comment, you can select things, comment around them. This is a comment. So those are some fun little UI updates we have. If you have any questions about those, of course, please ask or share feedback on them. I hope you like our cute little icons. The next thing I want to show you, which is exciting, is we've added a new node that is called pet face info. So let me get our little pet going on. Oh, I've added all this stuff. There we go. Let me get our pet up here in the preview panel. I'm going to change to one of our pet videos. Let's use this cat. So if I open up our release notes, what this node is going to do is you can now pull any of these 2D coordinates from the cat's face. So if you want to attach a 2D image to the tip of the ear, you can attach it to the 36th position. If you want to attach it to the middle of the eye, that would be 80. We've got the same thing for dogs. And I'll now show you how to use that. So you can see over here that the pink dot is jumping around. That's taking you through all these points. So if I wanted to add an image to our cat's ear, you can see I'll add the pet face info node. And then this 2D key point output is going to give me an array. So it's going to give me all of those positions. And then if I get an item from that array using our get item from array, I can choose by putting in this number, which of these points I want to pull. So let's pull 36 for this example, the tip of the right ear. I'm going to put in 36. And then if I peek using our peek node, you'll see it's tracking. I mean, you can't verify that yet, but it's tracking this point on the cat's ear. If I wanted to put an image to that, I'm going to have to convert it from being in normalized space to in our screen space. So let me do that quickly. To do that, We will subtract 0.5, 0.5, and we will multiply it by our canvas size, which is 720 by 1280. And hopefully, if I add a 2D image over here, and I get the position, oops, and I set the position, and then I'll need to plug an update node into that, so it's giving me the real location. You'll see that the image is now tracking to that point on the cat's ear. And let me make the image just a little smaller, get you all out of the way. Cool. So, and then if I change this number, it's gonna jump between all the different spots. Where did 50 take us? 50 is right there on the mouth. And then 60 will take us over here. And again, yeah, you would have to reference this icon to know where you want to pin things to. So if you wanted to pin things to the tip of both cat ears, you could pin them to 36 and 29. If you wanted to do it to the dog's nose, that would be 31 on the dog. And we also have the same node for humans. And yeah, so you can do that to humans as well. I see some questions popping in around that. I will get to all the questions at the end. That's kind of our new exciting node for 160. The last thing I want to show you all that I find very exciting and I know has been a request is, let me just get a new project open. We now allow for opacity textures to be added to all of our materials. So let me show you all my face for the sake of this one. If you're working with a face mesh, boom, and if I pull it up here, cool. I'm gonna move y'all out of the way. Oh, there's Miles. And if I pull from the face mesh, I pull the face texture, and then I apply it to the face paint, which is applied to the face mesh. That's me.
Maybe you can minimize the, do you showing the,
that?
Never mind.
Oh, okay. I minimized that, chat. Hopefully that helps. I hope if you can't see me, let me know. So yeah, I've added the face mesh with a face paint to it, and to that face paint, I've applied the face texture. For the sake of this, I'm gonna delete the 3D face binding, which is what's keeping that mask glued to my face. Cool, so now you see this face floating in space. I know a lot of people often want to smooth out the edges of the face or only pull a particular part of the face. So now you can do that in face paint. We have the option to put our, you can put opacity texture. So this is just the default one, which is a checker pattern, but you can see it's cutting my face into a grid. If you go into for face paint, you can use our beautiful template that you can download from our website. And then you can create your opacity texture on that. So I just painted something. Obviously, you can make it a little prettier than I did for the sake of this demo if you want. Save that to your desktop. And then I will add that, import from computer. There it is. That's here. And then if I apply that to the face paint in place of this default texture, oh, my face can't obviously leave the screen, but there you go. You'll see that now we're able to cut out just parts of the face, which hopefully will allow y'all to make some pretty cool effects. And this applies to our unlit material. Oh, I see what this is what maybe Chinyi was talking about. Our unlit material will now have this opacity texture spot as well. And then our TBR will also have this slot. So yeah, I hope you all have some fun playing around now with the opacity textures. That's what I'm gonna demo today as some of our new features. So the node, our new UI, and then this channel.